So we bought this 2014 Nissan Leaf from auction as a non-runner. Can we get it to work? Stick around to the end of the video to find out how we solved the non-running problem. Well, let's start by having a look around it and see what we can find together. I suppose the first thing we need to do is see if it will run. So, let's get inside. In fact, it's probably a good time to get inside because it's just started raining. Let's turn it on. What we got? Battery level is low. It seems to be running. Let's put it into, I've got low battery charge warning. No lights on the dash apart from that. Let me see. Oh, it's a 6 kilowatt charger one as well, which is unusual, which was about £1,000 upgrade when it was new. Okay, so we're in drive, and let's see. Oh, we appear to be driving around. That's odd for a non-runner. Right, let's see if we've got anything else. So let's pop it into reverse, and we've got reverse. Well, what's all that about then? Maybe we need to go take it out for a run. 118,000 miles. I've got the logbook and everything in the office, which we'll have a look through together. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else on the screens. 21%, 13 miles. So 5 times 13, my maths is terrible, 50 and 15, 65 miles is what that indicates as 100 miles, at 100% range. So that seems about right. Have we got anything in there? Oh, nothing in the little sunglass hut. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Dirty, no mats, we'll get a set of mats for it. And nothing in the glove box. All the handbooks and everything are in the office, like I said. Yeah, so let's turn this off. Let's have a look under the bonnet, see if there's anything amiss there. Let's just pop the bonnet there. It's an Ascenter model, which is the mid-range one. Let's have a look. Oh, a little bit grubby. Nothing too bad, a decent 12 volt battery. Just needs a clean up. I think one of the things we've got is it's got a bit of a duck bill. I don't know if you can see it on the camera there, but that's kind of pushed in. But let's have a look and see if the charge flap door will open. I'll press that, that's opened that up. Could have done it from the key, but I didn't. So that all seems to be okay. And is that shutting? Yeah, that's shut. So maybe you just need, so if we press the bottom button on the key, so that's opening and closing okay. It does seem that should be flush really there, but it's had a knock on the front, but nothing. It's just kind of pushed this area in here, which may be more hassle than it's worth to actually do anything with. Yeah, you can see it's a bit high on that point there, but it may be just we need to take the bumper off and realign everything. Hold on a second, what's this? So we've got starts and drives, but brake pedal goes to floor. Well, it didn't when I went in it. Unusual. What have we got tyres wise? No, it's got lots of tread on it, it's a bit rusty. Just needs a service and a refurbishment, I would think. Anything untoward here? Oh, I've got a cracked rear light lens. And the other one okay? That one's okay. I might have one of those in stock. The good thing about being a Nissan Leaf specialist. What have we got here? Oh, we've got 2 charging bags. Unusual, just normally one. And we have a fast charge cable. So that's type 2 to type 1. And we've got a genuine Nissan charge cable there. Let's have a look in our pocket of, we've got a pump, but we haven't got any fluid. Okay, so we know we need that. Righty ho. That's that done. Let's have a look in the back. Everything looks okay here, just a bit grubby. There is an air mat, but Nope, and there's one on the other side. Well, the headlighting looks okay. It's not smelly. We haven't got smelly vision, but I can tell you it's just smelly. We have got a dint down here, but it hasn't actually cracked the paint, so we might be able to tidy that up. We've got a few scuffs here. I think once we have a wash, then we'll get a better idea of what it's actually like. I can't tell whether it's dirt on top of the paint in lots of places or what it is. So let's see, a bit of a scuff there. Just honest, probably better than you would expect for 118,000 miles. Anyway, so that's how it looks at the moment. We'll go for a drive in it and just see if it's okay. I'll go and grab the trade plates and we'll have a run out and we'll see what it's like. Okay, let's put the trade plates on it. For those of you that don't know what trade plates do, it basically means if the vehicle's untaxed, as it will be because it's been marked as being sold to somebody, so we just pop the front plate in there so it's visible, and we'll put the back plate in the back window. Let's have a look here. So this one's got suction pads on it, so we just pop it in there and push it onto the window. You can see it there, and you can see it in the back window. There we are. So yeah, so going back to what I was saying, trade plates are for untaxed vehicles, and anybody in the motor trade can apply for them, and we pay a set fee a year. I can't even remember how much it is. That means we can drive around in untaxed vehicles as long as we display the trade plates. So let's start her up and take her for a drive. Ugh. Right, let's see what it's like. The brakes seem okay. Nice solid pedal on it. Oh, got a clunk from the back end, which is probably the rear brakes. We get an issue with them where they need a good clean out and service. Could be that the handbrake cables were seized on a little bit. So we'll just take it up the road and give it an initial drive and see if everything works as it should do. What have we got? Anything on the dash? Nothing. No, that's all okay. Give it an accelerate test. Fine. It's not. Oh, got a little bit of. As you came off the power there, I don't know if you saw the steering wheel. It wiggled a little bit, which generally indicates that the rubber bushings on the control arms are gone because the car kind of moves around. Oh yeah, I don't know. I wish you could feel this. Put your foot down and the car's, it's going side to side on the road. Oh yeah, we have an issue there with the lower suspension arm. So they're going to have to be looked at and probably replaced. So we'll have a look at that at the same time as servicing the brakes and stopping that squeak. It's a 2014 24 kilowatt hour centre, which means that it's the middle of the range. The Vizier is the entry level and the Tecna is the top of the range. There's only 3 Nissan Leafs in 2014. And it means it's probably at this age and this mileage 118,000 miles, 60 to 65 miles range, which we'll test once we've given it a full charge and make sure that everything's okay with it. It gets lots of stuff. It gets power steering, electric windows front and rear, electric door mirrors. It's got climate controlled air conditioning. It has, let's see, 2014, it won't have a DAB radio. It will only have a FM radio, but it's got a CD player. It has a fold down screen for you to be able to get to a single CD player. It seems to drive okay. There's a wear on the steering wheel. I think I may have a steering wheel. Well yeah, I will have a steering wheel because there's quite a bit of wear on this without being 118,000 miles. Nothing untoward apart from them moving around. The brakes seem okay. I have had a Leaf a few years ago that had an intermittent brake fault, and I found out that you could do a reset of the brakes by holding them flat to the floor for, I can't remember whether it was 30 seconds or a minute. Oh, it didn't even really ease off the accelerator there, and it dived across to the right hand side of the road. Yeah, definitely need. We'll put it on the ramp. Check out the bushes in the arms, but I'd be totally shocked if it doesn't need a set of front arms on this. In fact, I'm so sure that it needs them that I shall order some this afternoon so that they're ready for the guys when they inspect it. Yeah, it seems like a good car. Sometimes you get lucky with non-runners. I don't know what that was or what caused it to be in the auction as a non-runner. We'll put the diagnostic machine on it and we'll see if it comes up with any historical codes that may be related to any issues. We'll give it a battery test and we'll see where we go from there. So let's find out the history on this vehicle. We've got logbook. It's had only one owner before the owner before us, so 2 owner car. There's an MOT there. There is work done in 2026 in March this year. MOT test, replace rear brake shoes, handbrake cables, and replace. That's had £1,000 worth of work done in March. It may be that they didn't set it up right, which is why there's a bit of noise coming from it. Oh, here's our current MOT. The purple patches on there for the observant about you is the previous owner's address and stuff. Replace rear fog lamp bulb and secure panel. So it's had that work done in 2025. Was there anything else as a paper clip? Let's see what it was paper clipping to. Oh, that was its previous MOT. Replace, so knocking offside front, replace worn near side front ball joint and roll bar link, check and reset tracking. So that was done back in 20. So it's had a lot of work, lots of service and running work done with MOT. We've got service, and what's the date on this? This is 2021, and we've got some service paperwork from 2018. That's okay. And then let's grab the service books. So we've got a complete set of handbooks, and we've got a warranty book. Let's have a look at this. So we have, yeah, that's for this car, yeah, KS64VPW, registered in January 2015, and was bought in Worcester. But the thing that we really want to see is, have we got any stamps? Let's have a look. Oh, look at them. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Oh, and then the stamps stop. So 5 years ago, up until 5 years ago, it had full dealer service history up to 70,000 miles. We know it's had quite a bit of work done from the paperwork just at the beginning of this year. We'll go through it and make sure that everything's okay with it, but paperwork is great with cars. It gives us a bit of an idea of what's happened with it and if it's been well looked after. So now let's get her on the ramp and give it a service and get those things sorted out that we've mentioned before. First thing we'll do is have a look at the back end of the car, and you can see there it's had brand new parts fitted there, like there's a new back end plate and new handbrake cables on both sides as well. So it's had some good work. That's the work that was done on that £1,200 odd invoice. Looked quite clean at the back. It may have had a rear axle at some point because that rear axle looks pretty new compared to the rest of the car. That's 118,000 miles on it. So that's all good at the back end. You can see there it's very kind of clean and not as grimy as we would expect it to be, that back axle. And then the big thing that we needed to do was these front control arms. So we had to check these and see whether there was any movement in them. So a little bit of most movement was in the right hand side one, but they both look pretty old. The passenger side one wasn't terrible, but what we prefer to do if we can is to replace a pair of them at a time, and that means that we can match them and make sure that the car is as good as it possibly can be. So this is us getting the old front arms out. So got to unbolt those, and then you pull them out, and then you split the ball joint to be able to get them out. You can see them here. Kind of that's the old rubber. You can see perished. And that one's not too bad. and then you can see the brand new arm that we put in, which has got brand new rubber, making it all really, really good. So those were fitted up onto the car, and as you can see, 2 brand new front lower arms, making the car as good as new and stopping it from pulling itself all over the place. When we replace the arms, the tracking can go slightly out, so we just checked the tracking and adjusted where it was needed. So here we have our 2015 24 kilowatt hour Nissan Leaf Ascenter. It's got 118,000 miles on it, lots of service history. We've done the lower suspension wishbone arms, which is a common thing. The bushes wear out in them, so we've replaced both of those as it was wandering around on the road under acceleration and deacceleration. As you can see, probably it's got a few marks and scrapes. We'll go over those later on in the video. Just wanted to show you quickly around the outside, and then we'll hop in and show you everything that's featured in the car. It's, as you would expect, a high mileage car. It's kind of got chips and little dents, but not bad, nothing, no bad corrosion, no bad areas really. We'll pop inside and we'll see what we can see. This model, the Ascent mid-range one, it gets electric windows front and rear. It gets electric adjustable wing mirrors. Let's have a look down here. What can we tell you? So you've got your remote to open the charge slot at the front, your charge cable lock, your charge timer off button. You can turn off the noise that actually makes the pedestrian warning noise, which goes up to 16 mile an hour. Traction control and headlight levelers. Let's turn them on and see what the dashboard says. Oh, the sunshine's just battling with everything. So let's see what we've got as a state of charge. As you can see, I think it's 100%. Yep, there we go, 100% state of charging, so 63 miles. It's got 10 battery bars on the right hand side. Now you can see 118,315 miles. On electric cars, it's the suspension and brakes and stuff that wears out over that time, which is all being done on this car. The rear brakes were done at the earlier part of the year. We've just done the suspension. So all of those things, motors and everything else, you don't really have any problems with. And this car comes with a full 6-month warranty covering everything. We don't use an insurance company. One thing I noticed there as I was flicking through the screens, see on that screen there, it says 6 kilowatt and 3 kilowatt charger. So that means it's got when they were new, you could get a 6 kilowatt charger, which was about £1,000 upgrade, I think. And it basically just means if you've got a 7 kilowatt home charger, this charges at 6.6 kilowatts, so it'll charge in half the time of a standard car. Going down onto the steering wheel, we've got your cruise control and speed limiter on this side, and your eco button. As you press the eco button, oh, it was already in eco, so it's 60 mile charge when it's not in eco, 62 when it is. And then on this side, you've got your stereo controls on this side of the car at the steering wheel. Then we've got the horn just in the front there. I'm just going to pop her in reverse to move the car out of the way because the customer's just come in for service, so I'll just get out of the way of him. There we go, it's all happening. Whenever you get the video camera out, everything else happens. So there we go. And, well, actually, while I'm in reverse, you can see you've got a reversing camera that comes up on the main screen. So while I'm over here, we'll take it out of reverse, pop it in park. So you've got your, this is how you decide which direction you want to go in. Weirdly, you go backwards for forwards. So when you pull it back up, across and back, you see that it goes into D there, but also it shows D on the dashboard. So that means you're in drive. And then if you want to go into reverse, you across and forwards. So forwards for backwards, backwards for forwards, which is a bit odd. And you'll see that that lights up the R there, and also on the dash, just down in the bottom corner, it also says R there. And like I said, the camera comes on. So we'll pop that back in park. That'll show P on the dashboard. I'm waving the camera around really quickly here. You'll probably find that that's a bit off-putting. So press OK on there to get rid of that. So here is your main menu. What I want to do in here is just go into energy information, and then if we put the heating on, as you can see, it drops down from 60 miles to 57 miles range, so you lose about 3 miles with the heating on. what I want to do here, just to test, is just turn the heating right up to 30 degrees, pop it on auto, and then you'll see this climate control here. That shows that the heat is working properly, so it's one of the first tests that I always do when I get in a Leaf. Sometimes the PTC heaters fail, but we go right through them and make sure that everything's working okay. So that's right, that should at peak get up to about 5 kilowatts, but sit roughly around about 3 most of the time. So we'll just turn that off because the fans are really noisy. The other thing about the infotainment centre is it's got a FM radio, and it's got Bluetooth connectivity, so you can stream your music through. It has ports here if you want to do that via cable, and you can charge your phone via them. But then it's kind of party piece is its CD functionality. There's no disc in, obviously, but all you do is you open and tilt, and look at that. If you've got a nice CD collection, which are coming more and more back into fashion, then that's just there for your CD. It does have a sat nav as well, so if you press the map button, you see all of that lovely map there. Right, and then having a look around the cab, no marks on the headlining. Nice velour interior, which is in pretty good condition. The seat bolsters go a little bit. I haven't really seen the driver's one yet. That gets a bit crumpled just from people getting in and out. But nothing too bad, no tears and rips. It's got a few marks on the edges there from people's rings and things like that. So let's have a look. This is one of the best features of this car, is the service history that it's got. So if we have a look here, you'll see that it was serviced 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, all at Nissan dealers. And then there's service history in here, it's kind of from independent garages, all showing what it's been done. And then we've done our service yesterday on the 20th at 118,000 miles. So we've been right through it, made sure that everything's good with the car. So a little bit worn on the outside, but really, really good on the inside. I'll pull the car back forward again, and then we'll jump out and I'll go around all of the worst stuff that's on the exterior. Oh, let's have a look in the boot first, actually, so if I remember to do that, and then we'll turn the car back off. It's a keyless entry system, so as long as you've got your keys in your pocket, you can actually lock the door just by pushing the lock and unlock button on the handle. There's also one of those buttons on the rear, on the tailgate, just underneath there. So let's have a look in the tailgate. What have we got? Oh, we've got both cables and 2 bags. Usually it's only 1 bag for the 3-pin charging cable. So you've got what looks to have been a never used, strange, 3-pin charger, and you've also got a fast charge lead, which is type 2 at one end and type 1, which is what the car needs at the other end. So that's good. Parcel shelves here, all looking okay around here. You've got some scuffs on the back bumper, but nothing bad, no splits or anything. That's good. Let's have a look at anything around starting at the back. So you've got some scuffs on the back bumper where it's obviously caught a gate post or a wall or something. A little bit there. You've got a dent in this passenger side wing. One thing I only just noticed the other day is a bit of a dent down here on there. There's a bit of peeling from the what do you call it, stone chip. We've got a few marks down the side. I'm gonna have to hurry because the guys are wanting me in the workshop in a second. A few scuffs down there. And any more scuffs, a little more scuffing just there on the edge. A little bit of lacquer off the paint on the toe and eye hook. One of the funniest things is it looks like it's had a little bit of a bump on the front, but nothing bad, but it's pushed this in. So it's got like a bit, I don't know if you can see it on the video, it's a bit like a duck bill nose now, but there's no other signs of anything particularly bad on it. It's opened up the bumper gap there a little bit. The worst bit of the car, I think, is probably the bonnet. You can see it's got lots of kind of little lacquer chips and stuff on it, but nothing feels like it's through to the paint. I'll tell you, that one feels like it is through to the paint. We'll get some black touch-up and touch-up ones that are through to the paint. It's got a couple of little chips and marks on the windscreen. Again, these are really, it's got a chip there, but it's got a full year's MOT before it came to us. I think it's MOT's March, late March. And then the roof, again, really difficult to show on camera, but it's like the front of the car. It kind of lots of little marks in the lacquer. That actually, a lot of this stuff, when I'm using my fingernail, it's kind of starting to come off. So we'll go over that in case there's anywhere that's gone through. Let's have a look at this side. What have we got? This side seems pretty clean. Can't really see any marks. That's got looks like a bit of glue on top of the paint. Again, we'll go over some tar and glue remover with that. A couple of little marks there, and a little scuff on that side. But wheels are canny, tyres are good on it. So all the major mechanical stuff. So it's a good little run around, and the price will reflect the marks and the stuff on it. But underneath, it's a great car. Externally, not 100% perfect, but not the worst one you've ever seen. If you want more information on it, go to www.kinghornev.com. So that non-running thing. When it came to us, it was running fine. It drove off the trailer from the auction. We went right through it. There was no fault codes, no stored fault codes. The one thing that we did do is we did a complete brake reset. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, this windscreen had writing on it saying that the pedal went right to the floor. We made sure that everything was fine with the brakes. Like I say, give it a full reset with the system. And I've been running around in it for a couple of days. I've done I completely charged it to 100%. I've got it down to a kind of 10 or 15%. Keep on trying everything that I can to try and get it to stop running, and nothing. So everything looks like it's fine on it. We've been right the way through it, checked everything over, and it's a good car. So got lucky on this one, and obviously now it's all ready for its next owner. So if you're interested in it, please get in touch. Keep charging ahead.